Thank you. Hello, everyone. First up, a bit scary. Okay, let's go. I'm here to talk about 2 road traffic accidents. I've had quite a lot. First, I do give a good white knuckle drive as well, according to my mum. So, Australia, backpacking, joined my family on a 4-wheel drive trip. I drove, really inexperienced, on a gravel track. Unfortunately, I swerved to go around a boulder, and at 60 miles an hour, I snaked and rolled the vehicle. 4 times we landed upside down. That was the actual track there. It was really, really bad. Everybody was injured and unconscious apart from myself. I popped the windscreen out with my feet and dragged them all out and basically prayed for help. We did get help. That was the vehicle. So I trashed the people and I trashed the car. But we were all okay. We did get an air ambulance, and it was 4 hours flight to the local hospital. Next accident. North Circular, 1995. New driver. Somebody flashed me out of a junction. I took the opportunity. Ended up causing quite a pile-up. This isn't the actual photo, but it was like this. No casualties, but I nearly ended up in prison because I drove away from the scene of the accident, because I panicked. Crocodile Creek, I call this. Far North Queensland. I lived there for a few years. I went swimming in this creek with a friend. Didn't realise, till we got to the top of the creek, crocodiles were inhabiting that area. And getting into work the next day, telling the guys where I went swimming, they said that was a crocodile breeding ground, so it was a narrow escape. Next slide. Yep, Coventry. I was a graduate, looking for opportunities. I got befriended by my hairdresser, who was not just interested in grooming my hair, but getting me groomed for a more sinister reason. It was a kind of a slave trade ring that I nearly got drawn into. They promised me a new business, contacts, investment, and I went along with it. They said, turn up at this hotel. You shouldn't tell anyone where you're going. My boyfriend was a bit sussed, and he went to the police station. Luckily he did, because the CID stopped me from going there that night, and that could have happened to me. So my next lot of slides are about adrenaline sports. Having done a lot of travelling, and I enjoy an adventure, I love my sports. Bungee jumping, I love. And I'm going to talk about it because it is kind of a near miss. It's a calculated near miss, really. You know, all the safety procedures and everything make it an enjoyable experience, but people still do die. Half of people that die from accidents of bungee jumps, they're related to rope issues like strangulation or the rope not being short enough. Half of people die from like blood pressure or stroke problems, but I didn't anyway, so lucky escape. Cave diving in Fiji. I am a scuba diver, but I decided to go without kit. I dived underneath a few rocks into some lovely pools, knocked my head as I was coming up, knocked myself out and had to be rescued, basically dragged to the surface. But seriously, I am healthy and well now. But I did have a close shave. Everyone probably knows someone with cancer. I did discover a lump in my thigh when I was 32. Luckily, it got taken out, and I'm left with, thankfully, a 7-inch scar, a bit of treatment, and I'm all okay. So it is a near miss that I'm thankful for. Next story, it's about a bomb, actually. So I was a new designer working in London, in Ealing. I went to the cash point at lunchtime, get some cash out. 5 minutes later, back at the office, and we heard this almighty boom. And a bomb had gone off in a bin next to the cash point that I took the money out of. There wasn't any fatalities. It was an IRA bomb. So that was a really close shave. I was very grateful to be alive. So my next story is about being stranded on a desert island. So this is another Fijian adventure. I went spearfishing for the day. I had an upset stomach, and it was a really tiny little boat with like 6 of us on, and they had to ship me to a little nearby island to use the facilities, which were like bushes and palm trees. I came out of the bushes to discover they'd gone off without me, and I thought, I'm sure they'd come back in a few hours. But they didn't, and it was getting really dark, and they came back in the dark to get me because they'd run out of fuel in the middle of the ocean because they'd done the extra trip to take me to the island. Anyway, thank you for listening. I haven't had any near misses for a while, and I'm grateful to be here. Very thankful. Thanks very much.